I want to be clear about something. This is not going to be a persuasion campaign. It is going to be an information campaign. And it is going to ensure that British Columbians get basic facts.
Learn more at hstnbc.ca.
No, because there isn't any positives of moving back, to be perfectly blunt. There just isn't. What you will see in the ads, though, as you saw in one of the ads that I saw, I haven't seen all of them on TV yet, but I saw one where Stickman's going and shopping and puts through the candy bar and it's more expensive, and that's true because junk food is more expensive. And then he puts through the diapers, those are less expensive, and then some other product, it's the same. And that's really the story of HST, right? Some things are going to cost a little bit more, about 20% of consumer spending, but 80% of consumer spending under our plan, with especially marching the HST rate down, you're far better off. That means when you're buying cars, when you're buying furniture, when you're buying your stereos, when you're buying retail clothing, the whole gamut is cheaper.
But so, when we spoke to you originally, you said that the HST campaign the government was going to be doing wasn't a persuasion campaign. But if you only have commercials that talk about the benefits of the HST, and no negatives regarding the HST, and no positives regarding going back to the PST, GST system, isn't that a persuasion campaign?
But I would argue that, when you have a campaign that points out that some prices are going up too, right? I mean, we're not pretending in those ads that everything comes down. I think that the ads are informative, and I would argue I think they're balanced. And nobody's come to me and said there's something that's incorrect or not true in those ads that you're putting forward. Obviously, the position of government is we fundamentally believe, as a tax policy principle, it makes far more sense to have a harmonized sales tax than it does to going back to a very inefficient GST, PSD. No question about it. So, we've made no secret about that. But I've also made no apologies from the very beginning, as you know, when I announced that we were doing that information campaign, that we were going to make sure that the public has basic information about HSTs so that they can make an informed decision. Doesn't mean that everyone has to agree with it. They might not even like the information, but they will be able to make an informed decision knowing that some products go up in price, some go down in price. There are some benefits in terms of reduced administrative burden. No question about that. Nobody argues that's not the case. And I think those are reasonable.